Fear will destroy your life if you don't take care of it. Welcome to my channel. I am Leora and I help individuals like yourself to discover and reveal their light within. Fear is a huge hindrance in our lives, and it can destroy you in one of two ways if you don't deal with it. And wait till the end of the video because I am going to go through a meditation with you guys. We are going to have some practical tools on how to deal with your fears. I suggest taking one fear at a time. If you are a very fearful person, then, write down and jot down all your fears and try to see if there's actually one underlining fear. That would also be interesting because a lot of the times our fears are showing up differently in different aspects of our life, but it's all connected to the same, it all has the same foundation to it. So try to look at that. Okay, so let's keep in mind one fear that we want to deal with today. The fears that we have either paralyze us, where we just don't move, we don't take action, we can't take the steps that we need to take in order to fulfill our destiny and to fulfill our purpose. And then, of course, we live unfulfilled lives. We get to the end of our lives and we're like, I clocked in every day, I worked, I never found the love of my life. I never had a family. and now I'm just alone. And so look at your life from now, this standpoint. And is this where you want to stay? Ask yourself that honestly. If I died tomorrow, is this where I want to be? And if the answer is no, then make a list of stuff on what you would have wanted to achieve. That's like the best question to ask somebody when you first meet them. What would you have to achieve in order to say that you were successful in this life? I love asking that question. So what would you have to achieve in your lifetime in order to coin yourself and give yourself that label as, yes, I'm successful. I was successful in my life because I did A, B, and C. What would it be? And when you're speaking from your soul, then it's going to be something that has to do with your core identity. It's not about building a business and making lots of money and that's it, or going into compete at the Olympics and winning a whole bunch of trophies and stuff. And, that's not what life's about. Whatever it is, it's not going to be an ego answer. It's going to be an answer that's really connected to your soul. And you can ask your higher self, you can ask the creator, what is it? What is it? What is the answer to this question? What would I need to achieve that if I died tomorrow, I would say, yes, I am at peace? What would it need to be? And that's a very telling question in itself. Back to our fear. So we don't want to get to the end of our life and realize that we are paralyzed with fear and we couldn't achieve those things that we truly desire to achieve. I'm almost about to cry just thinking about the thought of it. Breaks my heart. Okay, so I know as well as you do, we all want to get to the end of our life and be like, yes, I can close my eyes and die in peace. I did everything that I could in every situation to bring light into this world and to expand my vessel, to get out of my comfort zone, to transform myself in order to be a brighter beacon of light to this world. That's what we want. So then you're going to look at your fears through that lens. Say, is it worth it? Is it really worth it when I get to the end of my life to have let that fear rule my life and not to have to taking the chance? Whatever your fear is, whether it's opening up and being vulnerable because you've been hurt in the past from a relationship, whether it's taking on a project that is way bigger than you, whether then it's taking chances. This is what this life's about. Where can I take chances? Where can I get out of my comfort zone today to transform myself, to expand my vessel and bring down more light and share it with the world? So ask yourself that. And then the second exercise is that we bring the fear upon us. We draw it into our life. I grew up in Texas. Never saw one snake out in the wild. Never encountered one snake. My ex-husband, he was terrified of snakes. In the first week that he came to Texas, I think he saw like 2 snakes in 1 week. I'm like, how did you do that? And I realized at that moment, it was a perfect example with, oh my God, those things that we fear, we draw into our lives. So it means that which we fear, we draw into our lives. So I don't want to do that. I don't want my greatest fears to be showing up at my doorstep. So how do I go about changing that? We have to meditate and visualize our greatest fear and let it wash over us. You may cry, you may scream, you may really start having a panic attack because your mind does not know the difference between reality or just what it's thinking. For it, it's the same thing. And so we're not manifesting the fear. We're manifesting the fear by constantly thinking about it and being afraid of it. But we don't manifest the fear by consciously deciding to go into it. You know, you see people all the time, they have a fear of heights, and so they go skydiving to get over that fear. And that's basically what this is. But you don't have to go to that extreme. You can just go into your mind and live it out. You know, I knew a woman who wouldn't have children. She was getting older and she didn't know if she should have children or not. And she was terrified of what if something happens to the child. I couldn't live with that. And I come from the background that I believe in reincarnation. I believe in this is not our first time here. And I realized that she probably in her last life had to experience that. And now her soul came into this life to heal that. And so, but she's still living in that past memory, totally subconscious. She's living in that past memory of that pain. And so, how often do we have fears that we can't even explain where they come from? My oldest son, it was astonishing that I got to see this like firsthand. My oldest son, we used to go windsurfing, we used to go swimming, all this kind. We used to go out on boats, had no problem with it whatsoever. As soon as he turned 12, something switched in him and he started having a terrifying fear of water. He wouldn't go out on boat, he wouldn't go windsurfing anymore. And it's interesting because in Kabbalah, we believe that the correction, the soul's correction, the karma of the child comes more into they come more into their own correction at that age. For 12-year-olds, no, I'm sorry, he was 13. 13-year-olds for a boy and 12-year-old for a girl, so he was 13. And so what was interesting about it is that at that moment, at that birthday, that 13th birthday for my son, he started having that fear, which he didn't have an experience like that. It was total opposite of what he had experienced out on the water until this point. And so I realized that, oh my God, he may have drowned in his last life. That may be, or he may have almost nearly drowned. He has some kind of fear, but there's no logical reason behind it. And just like this woman, you know, and so there's so many fears that we have that either there is logic, there is actually somebody outside of ourselves threatening us at that moment. But even that, even if it's a real fear, I'm not saying we don't take care, we don't take steps to protect ourselves and stuff. Yes, of course. But we also don't want to bypass this lesson to see what is this fear trying to show me? What is it bringing up within me? You know, as parents, I have 4 children. As parents, especially when they first come into the world, it's like you're so attached to them. I just wanted to keep my firstborn. I just wanted to keep her in my stomach. I was like, I really don't want to have her. I just want to keep her here. She's safe. I can control this, you know? And that's the thing, is we have a fear of the loss of control. And we don't have control over anything. And once we realize that, we have to ask ourselves, who has control? And if it's only the Creator that has control, then it would be a good idea to have a really tight relationship with the Creator, right? It doesn't mean that you're going to bypass the things that may happen, the quote-unquote bad things, the challenges and stuff. But when you have the Creator at your side, when you can literally feel the presence of the Creator standing next to you, what are you going to be afraid of? It's just like when I said that, I could just feel it right here. It's so amazing. This relationship that you have between you and the Creator, that is real. That is where the illusion stops. That is real. It's tangible. You can feel it. You can feel power come up within you and rise up within you. And you can really understand that, okay, I'm not alone in this world. And yes, this fear, it may be something that I need to face in this world. It may be something I have to go through. It may be a loss I have to take. But those things we're afraid of, if we will just close our eyes, say, okay, Creator, I'm going to let you take me there. And imagine, whatever it is, imagine that fear and it's coming full force. Imagine that fear really playing out in your life. Imagine it. Sit with it. Cry, scream, feel the pain. Let it come up. Let it surface. And then release it. And then tell the Creator, okay, you have no control anyways, guys. Come on. We have no control. And then you just tell the Creator, okay, I thought that would kill me, but I know there's a reason for everything. And I'm going to trust you. I'm going to be in certainty. And I'm talking about before the fear has even, when it's still inside of you. It hasn't even manifested, okay? It may never manifest. And if you go about doing this, if you go about facing your fears by going within and letting it come up and really living it in your head and in your emotions, the chances are it won't come up. But you have to be, this is what self-empowerment is. You have to be willing not to hold on to anything. You can desire to have things, but at the same time, you have to let go of them. That means you can desire to have children. At the same time, you're going to have to let go of them. You can desire to have wealth, but at the same time, you have to let go of it. You can desire to have the love of your life, but at the same time, you've got to let go of it. We cannot hold on to anything. If we hold on to anything, even our very own lives, even if you get a bad report and a sickness comes in and you're afraid, go do this exercise. Go into that fear and say, what am I afraid of? What is underneath this sickness that has come up? What is it triggered within me? What? And then go there and look at it and ask yourself, am I ready to let it go? Am I ready to let my life go? The Creator says, I'm supposed to go at this time. Am I ready to go? Can I? Can I let myself go? Because a lot of times a sickness or a disease will come into our lives because we're going in the wrong direction. And if we can internalize it, when we can really face that fear and say, okay, I am ready to go if I'm supposed to go. What do I want to achieve before? And it's not succumbing to it. You're also telling the Creator, I'm also willing to live life differently. I'm willing to live my life to its fullest. And I'm willing to also leave this world. Whichever you have. I'm good with both. Show me what my next step is. And then all of a sudden, you might have a cure. You might have get a phone number to a doctor that is actually going to be able to help you. You might be miraculously healed. Okay? This is the power of our mind. So face your fears. Go into them. I'm going to do a short meditation with you guys. If you'll sit up straight, put your feet on the ground, don't cross your hands or your legs, and just breathe in. I want you to focus on just relaxing your body. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. You're feeling your body become very, very heavy. We're going to look at that fear, that thing that scares us, that's been holding us back. We're going to bring it up in front of us. Almost, it can be an image of a person, or it can be just a color that we see in front of us. Just bring that fear up, whatever image represents that fear, whatever it is. You're afraid of death, maybe it's a grave site with your name on it. If you're afraid of losing the love of your life and having a heartbreak, maybe the letter of her or him leaving, whatever it is, just pull it up in front of you, whatever represents your greatest fear. We're going to accept it. We're going to accept it. We're not going to fight against it. As we accept it, say, I accept it. As we say those words, our body relaxes even further. We feel very grounded. Creator, guide us through this. Hold us together when we feel like we're about to fall apart under this fear. Let us feel your strength and your warmth around us right now. And we're going to go into that fear. We're going to play out a scene of ourselves living out that fear, coming totally upon us. The feelings are coming up. And as we feel the tightening of the body with the feelings coming up, our gut wrenching feeling, we're just going to try to breathe into those areas and just relax them. As our heartbeat starts racing faster, we're just going to breathe into it. We're going to tell the Creator, I accept it. I accept it. I know that you've got my back. I know that you will get me through this. And I accept it. If there's anything for me to do, give me wisdom. But I will not run away. I will not force. I will accept it. And fully lean into it. I know if you brought it to my life, Creator, then it is meant for my transformation. It is meant for my highest good. Although I don't understand it, I might not even like it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have certainty. As we stand there, we're no longer afraid of that fear. We see the fear being sucked away from like a vacuum-like energy that's just sucking it away and taking it out of our presence. And now all we feel is the warmth of the Creator. We feel our strength. We feel our wholeness, our completeness. We feel our body relaxing. We feel our sovereignty. Sit in that feeling. Sit in that feeling for as long as you need to.